it's kind of just.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to see what happens when we put that into the circuit tester. And see, because that valve is a bit iffy.
It's probably a 1940s valve. So
it's showing as good now, but it'll be interesting to see what happens when we put it in.
Good, is it? That sort of thing.
Yeah, let's put it into the main circuit tester and see what that does.
That's why I put these along.
Do the same thing because the top cap is the anode. We need to put the top cap on.
What's that got on it? 300?
200, probably about 250. Right, so we're looking at 6K7.
Yeah.
Right, so we're on 6.3, which we are.
Yeah.
Right, we want 250 on the anode. So let's bring that right up to 250. We also want 150 on the grid. So bring that up a notch. Right. We're looking at a Pento valve. Right, now we need to set this up. So we need 026, which we've got. 5, this needs to be set to 10, 310, 000, which is what we would expect. And I've been looking to achieve, hang on, top cap is grid. Right. That's interesting, that's why, so it's grid, not anode. Right, and we should be looking for a mutual conductance of 1.6. Right, so let's power it up. And the first thing we do is we go up through the switching positions, we get to filament continuity, and we've got continuity, so we know we've at least got a heater that works. Next thing we're doing is we're looking for cathode leak. So we're switching to the cathode leak position. I'm going to switch this off before I reconnect that because that could have a bit of voltage on that. Right, there we go. So we're back on again. So go back to filament continuity, which we know is okay. Cathode leak, we've got no leakage. There's nothing gone back. So 6K7. We said we're looking for a mutual conductance of 1.6 millivolts per milliamps per volt. Right, so we put it down into this, put it on 6. Now what we do is let's see if we can achieve full scale deflection, which we've got, and see if we can back it all the way off. If we can't, then we'll use the ×2 scale. It might be that we've got to use the ×2 scale. It won't quite back off all the way, so what I'll do is I'll back it off and use the ×2 scale. Right, so that's now calibrated for ×2. We back it off. To 0, and that's now set. We're looking for 1.6. Bear in mind we were looking at, so we'll be looking for about 0.8. And we're looking at around about 0.5, so that valve is weak.
Yeah, okay.
Which is what we found on that.
Yeah.
So it actually proves the point that in circuit conditions is basically mirroring what that is telling us as well.
That doesn't surprise me, I mean.
Alright.
It's interesting to do it.
So that's that one. Okay, let's put it into the octal base. We look here. I can bring 6K8 up. So the interesting thing with this one is it's a triode, so we've basically got the extra electrode on it. So that would be the top cap. Thank you, Chris. Right, so we look across here. A needs to be in position 1, B needs to be in position 8, which is correct, C needs to be in position 2 for the heater. Right, D needs to be on 8, so we run back down to there. We power it up, stabilise the line voltage, which is now bang on in the middle. And for this one, for the triode element, we test on 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So we've gone, now there we've got a slight problem.
Right.
Because we've got leakage on that valve.
Right.
We've got a bit of leakage in there, which if I test that element, it may not give us what we want. It's showing is working, but it is showing that we've got leakage.
Right, okay.
Now that might show up differently on this. Okay? Now we want to test the other part of it, which means we've got to keep everything else the same, but we've got to do 3, 4, 5 and 10. So take that out. 3, 4, 5 and 10. And now I'm not going to go any further because we've got a leakage.
Yeah, okay.
So there's something wrong with that valve.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so that proves that one's faulty. I wouldn't even put that one in the circuit tester.
Okay.
Demonstration is more a workshop, I take it, that's going on. GX3 and JX GLP.
Yeah, I had a quick listen, but nothing heard there, Tony. Yeah, it's just a workshop. They're testing valves. Tony and Jeff brought his valve tester in, and I think there's a few people that wanted to bring some valves in. I know that Phil brought his amp in, and he's got a few valves that he wanted testing. That's I think other people have bought valves in as well. It's not something I understand really, Tony. It's not. I'm not really into the as you grow. I'm not really into the technical side of things. I prefer to operate the radio. Yeah, there we are. Haven't heard any noises about the contest. Was that the AFS? The AFS contest, the clubs contest. I think it probably was. I'd forgotten it was on as per usual. But what was I doing last night? I was out anyway. I was out. I didn't come back till about 6:30, and then I didn't know what time that was being started anyway. So I was out for the afternoon. Taxi down and taxi back. So I wouldn't have been around for it. I'd probably counting the backs of my eyelids by that time anyway. Okay, on the long wire, and it's still not working as it should be. It's a shame, Tony, really. I hope you managed to get it sorted out. I said you've got somebody coming around on Sunday, weather permitting, to look at the tower. I hope that you managed to get something sorted out with that. Yeah, if I was in a decent form, I'd come over and give you a hand, but unfortunately I'm not. Mark is out there. Before I hand it back to you there, Tony, this is GX3NJA, just listening on the frequency before it goes back to you there, Tony. No reply, no answer came, stern reply. So back to you there, Tony. So I hope Sue's well. G6GLP, GX3NJA.
Yeah, GX3NJA, G6GLP. Yeah, well, everything's fine with me, and I just got to get my value on 12 watts. Everything's fine here, not a problem. Well, one last hurdle for our holiday in the summer is